Hey everybody, this is Randy Brown for Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic. I recently wrote a Kenobi script, so I'm going to be reading that for you today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Uh, you know, people have been looking forward to this. Darn it. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is the Kenobi live stream. Welcome, all one persons watching, and remember, this live stream, it's going to be mostly me reading. So just to let you know, I'm not going to be looking at the chat, and I'm not going to be reading the chat. I'm going to be reading my original screenplay, Kenobi. So it's 51 pages long, so it should take me about an hour to do. I looked at the original Kenobi screenplay for episode 6, and it said it was 52 minutes. So, the 50 pages was basically my go-to thing. So here I go. And remember, I'm not going to be reading the comments, so just let you know that. And I'm going to do a screen share, share screen. Screen share is easy as with 2 monitors. Okay, so here I go, and now I am going to read the Kenobi script, and this is Star Wars Kenobi, Episode 7, written by Randall Paul Brown. So here we go. Fade in. Exterior. Space. A lone freighter floats through space. From the front, it looks like a sideways 3. Interior Deneve, continuous. A lone figure sits with his back to us, shrouded in a cloak. A repetitive chirp fills the air. The man hits a button, and the full body of Bail Organa stands 2 feet high on the console. What is it, Bail? We have the information on the one you requested. Oh? He's on Amu. Is that all? How's Leia? She speaks of you fondly. She craves your attention. I have to warn her not to speak of your adventures. Where are you headed now? It's best you not know, Senator. Understood. I'll let you know when we've made contact. May the Force be with you. One can only hope, Senator. Old Ben, out. An Ardenian named Drexel enters. Well, Benny boy, I got news. What news would that be, Drexel? Drexel hops in the co-pilot seat and hits a few buttons. He's at the Knights of Comedy Club. What is he? Word has it, he's a comedian. A comedian? You must be joking. Do I look like a comedian to you? No, it's just not what I expected. Drexel grabs the accelerator lever. It never is. Going into hyperdrive on your mark. 3, 2, 1. Mach. Drexel guns the lever, and the stars begin to skew. Exterior space. The ship blasts away from us into hyperspace. Exterior Amu. The ship comes out of hyperspace over a pinkish-purple planet, lit up by the lights of its many cities. Interior, Deneve 6, continuous. Drexel is hitting a bunch of buttons. Obi-Wan looks on and strokes his beard pensively. It's so big. Yeah, Amu is the second biggest planet in this sector. Much like Coruscant. Cussicant? You still can't pronounce it? It's a tricky name. Cuckicant? Coruscant. I'll get it one of these days. Exterior Amu dim quarter day. The Deneve 5 weaves through the many pink onion-shaped buildings. Interior Deneve 6 continuous. Obi-Wan points as Drexel pilots. Land over there in the dim quarter. We don't want to attract any Imperials. Right. Exterior Amu dim quarter day. The ship lands. The hangar has a circular opening in its roof. Interior Amu hangar day. Several small ships are also parked in the hangar. Obi-Wan and Drexel descend the ramp. Obi-Wan is wearing a blue jumpsuit with white pockets. I can't believe you took me into this. I'm sorry, Benny boy, but your Jedi robes are far too conspicuous here. I feel like an idiot. Well, then you'll bend in quite nicely. The residents here aren't too bright. Some are notoriously hostile. Oh, great. Just what I need. A giant hammerhead alien gets their attention and speaks in a grunty alien language. Eh? What? The alien grunts again. What's he saying, Drexel? He's saying we can only park here for a limited time. Will we be back in time? Drexel grunts at the alien, who returns his grunts. Oh yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Then let's move quickly. Agreed. Exterior MU tricorder dusk. Obi-Wan and Drexel make their way down the city street. There are many scantily clad Twi'leks and other species. There's a load of ladies around. Why so many? You Jedi don't know women very much, don't you? Jedi weren't meant to love. Great. Just means more for me. Yes. Obi-Wan chuckles as they enter the club. Above it is a holographic yellow sign in Urabesh. Subtitles, The Knights of Comedy Club. I hope we can find someone useful here. I hope we can find a drink. Interior Knights of Comedy Club night. Several pink Twi'leks walking around carrying trays of drinks. A giant droid walks behind Drexel and Obi-Wan. This place looks rough. Come on, this place looks gravy. Let's hit the bar. I don't drink. Let's hit it anyways. A stand-up comedian named Gorfin is telling jokes. And is it me, or does the Emperor's forehead look like a butt? The crowd laughs. That means when the Emperor cracks a smile, there's two cracks. They laugh more. Obi-Wan notices an Imperial officer enter the bar with 6 stormtroopers. Obi-Wan motions with his head. Drexel, look. Drexel then immediately turns the other way. Keep your head down. Just keep your head down. What else can I do? Should we leave? No, that would draw too much attention. Grab a drink. Drexel motions to the half-cyborg bartender. 2 blondish daisies, please. The bartender fixes the drinks and sets them both down. Drexel and Obi-Wan take them. The Imperial officer grabs Obi-Wan by the arm. You! Yes, how may I help you? Have you seen this Dingarian? The Imperial officer shows a hologram of a warthog-like alien. Why would I? You're an ASEP pilot, aren't you? It's my first day. The Imperial officer walks off. Useless. The comedian cracks more jokes. Oh, look, everyone, stormtroopers. And you know how we all love Imperial stormtroopers. They're the best shots in the galaxy if the best shooters were blind. The Imperial officer points at Gorfin. You, sir, you are under arrest for sedition against the Empire. On whose orders? I derive my authority directly from the Emperor himself. Take him. The stormtroopers grab him and bind him. Just then, Lando Calrissian comes up in a black and yellow cape. Excuse me, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the joint owner of this facility. How may I be of service? You can't. What are the charges you have against this man? Sedition and high treason. Last time I checked, telling jokes wasn't an arrestable offense. Well, it is now. Lando slips some gold credits into the Imperial's hand via handshake. Oh, it'll take more than that. You drive a hard bargain. The hardest. Lando slips some gold in the Imperial's pocket. Will that be all, gentlemen? Men, follow me. And leave him. The Imperial and the stormtroopers leave. Lando puts his hands on his hips as they exit. Imperial scum. I hate every one of them. Obi-Wan and Drexel come up from behind. That was very brave. Bravery's my strong suit. Can I help you? My name is Ben. As in old Ben? Yes, exactly that kind of Ben. Ben takes out his light dagger, a mini lightsaber, and cuts Gorfin free. Thanks. Lando turns facing the two. Are you two who I think you are? And just who do you think we are? Right. This way, fellas. Lando, Obi-Wan, Drexel, and Gorfin make their way, weaving through the tables. Interior Lando's office night. Lando walks through the sheet that separates his office from the club. He sits behind his desk, while Obi-Wan, Drexel, and Gorfin make their way to sit across from him. A green cat hops down from Lando's desk. You're Lando Calrissian? Among other things, I have my hand in a multitude of franchises. It's all part of being a good businessman. And I bet you do good business. Lando's cat hops back up onto his lap. Lando strokes its head. I do what I can. And who are these guys? You are Drexel and Old Ben, correct? Correct. Then yes, Gorfin, these are the guys. We requested a changeling. Gorfin turns into Emperor Palpatine. Oh, do you now? Obi-Wan and Drexel recoil in horror. Whoa! Gorfin returns to normal. Word is it you have quite the mission in store. Our mission security is paramount. That's all well and good, boys, but I need to get paid. You'll be paid upon our completion. That doesn't work for me. What if your plans fail? My contact was to have paid you a considerable sum. I need more. For what purpose? Only I need to know. Come on, Obi-Wan. I told you not to use my real name. I'm sorry, Obi-Wan Kenobi? The wartime general. Obi-Wan waves his hand. You didn't hear that name, and you'll forget it instantly. You're talking to a Calrissian, Kenobi. I'm not easily fooled by anyone or anything. It would appear so. 2,000 Republic credits are all I have available. I'll take it. Obi-Wan tosses the money bag onto the table and points to Gorfin. So I can take him? You may. This deal's getting worse all the time. Exterior Star Destroyer. We move in closer and closer to the window into Interior General Voth's office. General Voth sits at his desk looking over the schematics on his octagon-shaped view screen. The door chimes. Enter. Captain Prion, pronounced Prion, enters. Both are wearing Imperial uniforms, darker than normal. Prion has a thick mustache and pillbox hat, while Voth has a large nose and gray hair. What is it, Captain? The first test subject is ready, General Voth. Oh? Yes, sir. The attack seemed to have no effect on the overall mission. There was an attack. On Portress Inquisitorius, yes. Why wasn't I notified? I'm notifying you now, sir. Who is responsible for security? A woman, sir. Prion hands Voth the datapad. A woman? Really? How in the hell did she get that job? Nepotism, sir. She was somebody's sister. Was she good at anything? I hear she was very good at hopping, sir. Hopping. Yes, from building to building, sir. Well, if the Empire ever has an interplanetary hopscotch competition, I guess we know who to call then, don't we? Indubitably, sir. Voth looks at the datapad. It says I'm here to meet with... Really? Yes, sir, Darth Vader, sir. I hear he could be demanding. And deadly, sir, very deadly. Well, let's not keep the Master of the Sith waiting. I believe his proper title is... Interior Star Destroyer lab later. The door is open, and there is Darth Vader in front of a huge Bacta tank. Several Imperial scientists are at the consoles as General Voth and Prion enter. Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Vader turns. To what do I owe the honor? I'm here to demand an update, General. The Emperor needs to be appraised of any apparent lack of progress. Our scientists are very well aware of your needs, my lord. Watch your tone, General. I can still crush your heart with one flick of my wrist. I meant no disrespect, my lord. I know how serious you can be. And I'm as serious as ever. What do you have to show for your testing? I can't wait to show you. Please follow me, my lord. Voth leads Darth Vader across a catwalk onto a platform in front of a large screen about the size of an IMAX screen. Several readouts of data and strands of DNA appear on screen. Lord Vader, for many years, talk of midichlorians has been hushed for fear of incurring the wrath of the Sith and its acolytes. Testing was banned by the Senate, but the Empire has its own mind upon such things. Rumor has it that midichlorians couldn't be duplicated. Midichlorians simply were, and that's all there was to it. Until recently, that is. A young 8-year-old child appears on screen. That was until him, a young boy who seemed to be able to create the midichlorians at will in other beings. Vader crosses his arms. That boy can create them at will? Oh, yes, my lord, without a doubt. Interesting. We have been studying him mercilessly, putting him through a battery of tests. We may have cracked the code. A strand of DNA appears on screen. What am I looking at, General? Perfection, Lord Vader. We may have finally been able to create midichlorians. Do you know what that means? Yes, you could clone Force users and still retain their Force-using abilities. Not just that. We could strengthen people who are already strong with the Force. People like me. Exactly like you, my lord. And the Emperor himself. And I assume you're going to show me the fruits of your labor. Voth walks over to a wall and presses a button. A hatch opens up with 3 blood-red tubes. Voth grabs one of the tubes and approaches Vader with it. Within this tube lies the greatest power in the universe, even greater than the ability to destroy a planet. Here in this lab, we can manufacture clones with the ability to use the Force. Fascinating, if it works. Oh, it'll work. And what's more, a grapple claw grabs the tube and is drawn over to a female albino scientist. The scientist shoots a blaster at Vader, who deflects it with his hand. Long live the rebellion! She runs out. Stop her! Vader ignites his lightsaber. She won't get far. Vader advances across the catwalk. Interior Star Destroyer corridor. As the scientist runs out, she hits a button on a detonator. Interior Star Destroyer lab continuous. A bomb underneath the catwalk explodes and sends Darth Vader flying back into the large screen, sending sparks flying everywhere. Interior Star Destroyer corridor. The scientist runs over to a panel and hits it. It opens up and she goes into a small closet. Interior Star Destroyer closet. The albino scientist morphs into Gorpin, who takes off his clothes, revealing his furry body. He puts an Imperial uniform on and takes the tube and swallows it. It's a large tube, but it slices down his alien skull quite easily. Then he morphs into an Imperial officer. He exits. Interior Star Destroyer corridor. The Imperial officer walks down the corridor and turns into the hangar bay. There are several officers and stormtroopers running about. Interior Star Destroyer hangar bay. The officer walks up to the small ship. 2 stormtroopers stop him. Hold it right there. Where are you going? I need to get off this ship. What's your identification? Where are your clearance codes? Another stormtrooper comes from the cockpit and waves his hand at the other 2 stormtroopers. You don't need to see his clearance codes. We don't need to see his clearance codes. You need to go to medical and see your doctors. We need to go to medical and see our doctors. Move along. 2 stormtroopers walk off. Good one. Interior T1 freighter. The stormtrooper and the black Imperial officer sit in the cockpit. The Imperial officer morphs into Gorpin, and he works the controls. Obi-Wan takes his stormtrooper helmet off and sits it on the console. Do you think they'll notice us leaving? They can't track us through light speed. Then away we go. Obi-Wan looks ahead. Oh, he's the comedian. Gorpin hits the hyperdrive. Interior Star Destroyer hangar bay. The ship blasts off, throwing stormtroopers against the side of the wall. General Voth, Prion, and Darth Vader enter. We'll find them. I sense something. A presence. We still have 2 tubes of the artificial midichlorians. Then give them to me before I execute you for your failure. Yes, my lord. Captain Prion, give Lord Vader full access to our labs. Yes, sir. This way, my lord. Vader is transfixed and then leaves. Exterior Alderaan Bay. A long Airbus approaches the Alderaan Palace and lands. Several alien senders and Bail Organa wait as the ramp descends and Mon Mothma and her entourage deplanes. Leia is at Organa's side, holding flowers. Mon, it's so good to see you again. I wish it were under better circumstances, Senator. Bale. Bale. You and I are on a first-name basis, are we not? And so we are, Bale. May I introduce you to Naboo's newest monarch, King Tyrek? I thought Naboo only elected queens. Things change, Senator Organa. They often do. I'm surprised you didn't come in all your fanfare. I'm a modest king, Organa, and some things are best kept quiet. And so they shall. This is my daughter, Leia. Leia hands Tyrek the flowers. Welcome to Alderaan, Your Highness. May your stay be long and pleasant. I hope so, young one. I hope so. Interior Alderaan Palace Day. Bail Organa, Mon Mothma, King Tyrek, and a few of their entourage sit in the large room being served drinks by none other than C-3PO and a nameless blue protocol droid. Organa takes a drink. Thank you, 3PO. The Emperor grows more and more powerful each and every day. I am aware of the situation. Are you aware he's abducted one of our citizens? Can you prove it? If I could prove it, I would decimate him. So you can't prove it? No. No, I cannot. What raises your suspicions? Spies. Many spies say the Emperor is up to something terrifying. I think I know what you mean. Do you really? We have our own sources within Palpatine's office. You're quite brave to reveal such a thing. I trust everyone here in this room with my life. King Tyrek takes a drink from C-3PO's tray. The people of Alderaan are known for their trusting nature. Bail lifts his glass. We are, Your Highness. Let's hope that strength does not prove to be a weakness. It never has before. Mon Mothma raises a glass. To trust. Everyone toasts and says in unison, to trust. Exterior Lars Homestead Day. Obi-Wan gets off his speeder bike and walks over to the Lars homestead. Owen Lars comes out to meet him. What are you here for, Ben? Back to bring more trouble? Don't be like that. I told you I don't want you here. You're more dangerous than rabid sand people. I'm sorry. Beru Lara comes out to meet them. Luke's got the fever. I'm doing business, woman. You never talk to me like that. Well, there's a first time for everything. But go away. Go back inside. Beru walks back to the homestead. The boy is sick. None of your business. He's my responsibility. No, he is not. You gave him to me. I'll take care of him. I'm perfectly capable. Really? Yes. I'm taking a residence. Residence? Across the Dune Sea. Dangerous for you, not for someone like me. If you need me, I won't. Everyone holds up a communicator. If you do, you can use this to contact me. You can keep that thing. Owen, please, don't be this way. What way would that be, Obi? Obi-Wan holds it up. Take it. Owen takes it and walks away. Get off my land, wizard. Owen descends into the pit. Obi-Wan sighs and pulls his cloak over his head. He gets into the speeder and takes off. Interior Lars Homestead Day. Obi-Wan walks down the stairs. He goes into Luke's room. Luke is in bed asleep. Beru is there putting a white cloth over Luke's head. Luke is fidgeting. The fever's getting to him. He'll be fine. Will he now? You know, I really don't need you second-guessing me every chance we get. Get to what? There you go again. You're just like your father. What's that supposed to mean? What do you think? You've changed, Owen, into a sad, sad man. What got to you? What got to me? Everybody's dying. We're in the middle of a war. The Senate's dissolved. The Emperor's icy hand has a death grip on us all. What can I do? What can any of us do? We can rebel. Yeah, something tells me it's not going to be that easy. People are going to die. and the whole empire is going to come crashing down around with it. I'll get some medicine from Tashi Station in the morning. What if he doesn't last till morning? Owen walks out. He'll last. He better. Exterior Tatooine day. Obi-Wan races across the landscape. Exterior Cliffside day. Obi-Wan parks the speeder bike in the cave at the foot of the cliff. He then walks up along zigzagging steps that lead to his hovel. He stops and looks at the many steps. It's a good workout for an old man. Come on, Obi-Wan, no complaints. He starts up the steps. Exterior Obi-Wan's hovel day. The door is ajar. Obi-Wan notices this and looks sideways. A sleek chrome speeder hovers outside. Interior Obi-Wan's hovel day. Obi-Wan enters and sees a young, slender teenage girl with blue hair and a skimpy, strappy outfit sitting in his chair with one foot on the ottoman, reading a book. Well, hello there. You're late. I wasn't aware I had an appointment. Gola throws the book over her shoulder. I'm your contact. She gets up. Your place is pretty drab. I was going for utility more than affectation. Whatever, give me the stuff. And why should I trust you with it? Because I'm the best. At what? Fashion? That too. I don't think I like your attitude. Look, Pops, I got places to be. Now give me the tube or I'll blast a pothole in you. Will you now? Obi-Wan lifts his hands and force pulls the blasters from her grip. She's in shock. How'd you do that, old man? It's easy. I just think happy thoughts. Really? Of course not, my fine freckled friend. I'm here for the canister. You can go tell the senator to send another courier. Why? Because I don't trust you. I don't feel it would be safe in your hands. Why? Because I just disarmed you in less than a parsec. You know a parsec is a measure of distance, don't you? I don't care. I want to get in major trouble for this. As you should. This is far too dangerous a profession for you. You might want to try something not as mentally taxing as this one. Like what? Oh, I don't know. Becoming a barback? Something of that ilk? I hate you. Join the club. Gola walks out. What a floozy. I heard that. I know. I'm going to remember this. As will I, unfortunately. Obi-Wan waves his hand. The door closes. He watches through the window as her chrome speeder takes off. That girl is in the wrong business. It'd be sad if it weren't so amusing. Obi-Wan sets the canister in a trunk. He then sits at the table and uses his communicator. Bail Organa appears, full body, a foot high in front of him. Bail, did you give the package to the courier? Who was that? Her name was Gola. Never send her again. Why, what's wrong? She insulted me, and then she pulled a weapon on me. What? That's outrageous. Fire her. I can't. Why not? She has relations. She's connected. I disarmed her in a fraction of a second. I'll send someone else. No, I'll come to you. Absolutely not. You should know that's a bad idea. I don't like waiting. But wait you must. I thought a prime Jedi trait was patience. I thought a prime Alderaanian trait was trust. It is, and I trust you'll stay put. You know me, I'm always on the move. Go to Mos Eisley Spaceport. I'll send someone immediately, if I must. All right, we're on page 29. I'm going to stop right there and read the chat. No. Oh, damn. Has it been on that the whole time? So let's see. Is this script supposed to be canon friendly? Yeah, I hope so. I know I'm getting a few things wrong, but whoever is in the chat can correct me on anything. I wasn't sure whether Bail Organa was a king now or still a senator, but I know Princess Leia is referred to as Princess Leia, so there you go. We got pretend story times, exhumed visions working. So pretend story time gives a thumbs up. Exhumed visions gives 2 thumbs up. Thanks for checking this out. And I just wanted to read the chat. We're at the halfway mark, so I'm gonna go right back into the thing. Here we go. Share stream audio. Share. Okay, so we are going back to the script, and here we go. Going down. All right, Alderaan office day. Bail stands at a pillar with a hologram of Obi-Wan. Send them quickly. I'm getting bored in my old age. Absolutely. Old Ben out. The hologram disappears. Bail turns to find Leia. Leia? How long have you been there? Long enough. Can I go see Obi-Wan? Absolutely not. You cannot go. And I thought you said never to let anyone tell me what I can and cannot do. Except for me. I'm your father. What if Obi-Wan were my father? Who put that ridiculous notion into your head? You don't really know who my father is, do you? I'll tell you when you're older. Or I'll just find out now. Leia runs off. Leia! Leia! She takes off as the office doors open, and Senator Valorum enters. He has an exotic aide named Jazia. Senator Valorum, how in the blazes did you make it in here undetected? I have my ways, Organa. I haven't seen you in ages. No one has. There have been many attempts on Valorum's life, ever since my dismissal of the Senate. Former Queen Amidala had no idea she was being expertly manipulated. To what do I owe the visit? May I sit? Yes, absolutely. Valorum sits on the couch. Bail leans against the desk with his hands coupled in front of him. It has come to my attention that you may still be in contact with the Jedi. They're all but gone. Valorum stares at him. Are they? Yes. Really? Are you an Inquisitor all of a sudden? I need help, Senator. Then I would entrust yourself to your aide. I mean, real help. Bail gets up and goes around the desk and sits. I don't take your meaning. We would like to enlist the help of your Jedi contact. I don't have a Jedi contact, and if I did, revealing his location would be akin to a death sentence. Even still. Valorum gets up and sets a translucent card on Bail's desk. If your friend is ever available, this card will reveal my private residence. We beg your help. C-3PO will help you to your ship. 3PO. 3PO comes in from the other room. Yes, Your Excellency? Help Chancellor Valorum to his ship. Oh my, Senator Valorum. It is so wonderful to see you again. Hello. We are so sorry to disturb you. Oh, take no offense taken, my dear woman. I have no 3PO. She was talking to me. Oh, very well, sir. This way. 3PO leads them to the door. Valorum stops and turns. I do hope you'll change your mind. Tell your wife Vivian I send my warmest regards. I'll do that. Have a safe journey. Valorum dips his head and exits, followed by Jazia and the 3PO. The doors close. Bail presses a button on his desk. Captain Walaka comes over to the speaker. Captain Walaka, alert security. I believe we have an imposter in our midst. Exterior, Alderaan Palace Hangar Bay Day. Valorum and Jazia are met by 10 Palace Royal Guards. Captain Walaka holds a gun on them. Hold it right there. What is the meaning of this? Bail comes in from behind the guards and files through them. Vivian Valorum has been divorced from Senator Valorum for some time now. The question is, who are you? Valorum pulls out a thermal detonator. I'm a man with nothing to lose. All security draws their weapons. Sir, she's got a thermal detonator. No, he doesn't. Bail bravely steps forward. He grabs the detonator from Valorum's grip and presses the button. Nothing happens. A phony, just like you. How did you know? The palace gates have the most discerning of bomb scanners. No one can get in here with a real thermal detonator. You're a clone, aren't you? I don't have to answer to you. Then you'll answer to the courts. Take him away. The security guards take the imposter and Jizio away. Willaka converses with Bale. What do you think all that was about? He wanted to know of my special contact. Did you let it slip? Oh, no. Almost, but no. So what does all that mean? Palpatine knows who I'm talking to. Otherwise, he would not have sent the imposter. Who do you think this person is? I don't know, but I must send a message to my friend at Ariba base. He's at Ariba, near Ryaloth? Yes, but please don't let anyone know. I'll meet him secretly within the next Kuro cycle. I won't, sir. You can count on me, sir. I know. Go. Go. Willaka takes off after his security team. Exterior Mos Eisley Spaceport Day. Kenobi pulls up in a speeder bike and gets off. He goes into a cantina. Interior cantina day. Kenobi goes and sits down at a table. Two blue Twi'leks in a yellow outfits approach. Are you looking for someone? Neither of you. We're from Ryloth. What does that have to do with me? Are you looking for a good time? What exactly are you offering? Anything you want. Can you resurrect the fallen Jedi Order? We're businesswomen, not miracle workers. It's a miracle you do any business at all. Jerk. Prostitute. Anna Unuma walk off. Chewbacca approaches and growls something. You now. What's your name, stranger? Chewie growls some more. Chewbacca. Really? More grunts. I would love to, yes. Maybe you and I can broker a deal. I'm looking to get off this planet in the most inconspicuous way possible. Chewie seems to growl more animatedly. If that's your price, you've got a deal. Obi-Wan gets up and follows Chewie. Interior Mos Eisley Spaceport Hangar Day. Chewie and Obi-Wan approach a boxy ship. You should find another ship. This one looks a bit rusty. Chewie growls in annoyance. Oh, I know, but there are other options. Maybe you could go with some half-seas with someone. Get a better ship. The two walk up the ramp into the ship. Interior the Banshee Day. Chewie and Obi-Wan sit at the controls. Don't you need a co-pilot or something like this? Chewie howls. Well, I hope you're as good as your confidence. Chewie grunts some more. Oh, yes. I have absolute faith in you. And even if I didn't, I'd use the Force. Chewie hits some switches and snarls. No, I'm not being sarcastic. The Jedi don't use sarcasm. More grunts. Speak for yourself, my fine furry friend. I have a reputation to uphold. Exterior Mos Eisley Spaceport Day. The Banshee takes off. Interior the Banshee. Chewie and Obi-Wan see space outside. I'm going to hit the shitter. I have to take a screaming dump. Chewie complains. Oh, Chewie, don't be such a baby bitch. Interior the Banshee cargo hold later. Obi-Wan comes out of the toilet. He hears a wrench drop. He takes out his lightsaber and ignites it. Who's there? Identify yourself. A furry cat man comes out. Who in the hell are you? I don't have a name. Most people just call me Catman. I can't imagine why. You're not going to kill me, are you? I was just hiding out. From whom? Imperials. I was just trying to survive. Obi-Wan deactivates his lightsaber. You have a lightsaber? Yes, very observant. Obi-Wan rubs his beard. Are you a Jedi? From Deloria? That is my planet of origin. How did you know that? My people, Katarians, are very good at reading body language. We're good at telling people what they're going to do even before they do it. What am I going to do, furry one? You're facing a problem. A dire one. You're going to go and fix it right now, aren't you? True. What I don't know is what you're going to do with me. I've got a good feeling about you, Cat. I have a funny feeling you could prove useful. Oh, yeah? Yes. I'm kind of hungry. Do you have anything to eat? Obi-Wan ushers him over to the fridge. Come, let me get you something. What do you got? Blue titty milk from the finest titties in the galaxy. Sounds great. Yes. Yeah. Interior Bale Organa's office day. Bale is at his desk looking at a data pad. A chime is heard. Come. Captain Walaka enters, stops, stands, and salutes. At ease, Captain. Sir, there is a thing here to see you, sir. Bale puts his data pad down. A thing? Yes, sir. A cat thing, sir. What does it want? It says it has what you need. It wouldn't say more than that. Where is this thing? We locked it away in our prison. Do you think it's safe for me to converse with it? Yes, sir. Our security is top notch. Bale gets up. Well, let's go see what it wants. Interior jail area day. There are 2 guards standing at the jail entrance and another guard at the desk. 2 doors open and Bale and Walaka enter. The guard at the desk stands up and salutes. At ease. They walk over to the jail cell, which has a clear glass pane separating Catman from the others. Bale steps forth and put his hands on his hips. You're a Catarian, correct? How did you know? I thought the Empire wiped you out. Nearly, not all. You are said to be the greatest thieves in the galaxy. We only stole to eat. That's not what I heard. Well, you heard wrong. Why are you here? I bring news from a friend. Do you know who I'm talking about? I might. His name begins with B. Second letter E? Yes. I think I know of whom you're talking about. What's the news? The tube is where the angel was found. He says the young one will know. Really? That's what he says. My men will hold you indefinitely until we can determine the truthfulness of your statements. I understand. Can I get something to eat? Absolutely. No need to steal here. Guard, get him some tuna. Bale exits. Exterior Alderman Palace Hall's day. Bale and Walaka walk down the gigantic corridor. Do you know what he's talking about, sir? I do, but I don't know where the angel was found. What angel does he speak of? Not a real angel, a doll. A doll, sir? Put the palace on high alert. What are you going to do, sir? Don't worry about it. Just do as I say. Yes, sir. Interior Leia's room day. Leia's on her bed, belly down, looking at a data pad, giggling. Bale enters. The door closes behind him. What's up, father? Leia, I need your help. Help? I need you to take me to where you found the angel. The angel? Why? I just do. Leia gets up and heads for the door. Does this concern Obi? I told you not to mention his name. It is truly not safe. Just the mention could bring great ruin to our kingdom. You have such a bug up your butt. Leia, it's true, isn't it? Hold on. I have to answer this. Gotta mute. Hold on, everyone. I've got a phone call. I need to answer the phone call. Just give me a minute here. I gotta call somebody back. Sorry for that interruption. I'll try and continue. I might get a call again. I'm sorry. Just hold on. Um, hold on. I gotta make a phone call. I am so sorry for that. I'm actually working on a book with one of my fellow friends, and that was him, and that was an important call I needed to take. But I just clicked off to see who's with us. So now I will continue, and we will read the rest of the. We'll continue. We have very few stuff left, so let me share the screen. Share screen. All right, and we only have only 6 more pages to go. So here we go. Alderaan Palace Halls. Leia and Bail walk down the halls. Regardless if it's true or not, you shouldn't say such things. Why not? It's not befitting of someone of your position. What's my position? Someone dignified. A lady. I'm not a lady yet. I can't wait for you to have kids of your own. Maybe then you'll understand. When I have my own children, I'll raise them right. They'll be perfectly behaved in every way. Will they now? Yes. Well, I hope for your sake you're right. Exterior garden far away from the palace day. We're in a secluded clearing, and you can see the palace far in the distance over the treetops. Leia brings Bail over to the tree. I found the angel over there. Do you remember which tree exactly it was? This one, right there. Bail goes over to a tree with a knot in it. And you found the doll in the knot, correct? Yes, Father. Well, let's see what we can find, shall we? Bail reaches into the knot. That's funny. Why? What is it? I feel something. Something like, oh, ah, ah, ah. Suddenly, Bail starts screaming, ah, ah. Leia joins in screaming. Then Bail stops and giggles. Got you. Bail laughs, pulling out the tube. Not funny, Father. I'm sorry, couldn't resist. Bail pulls out the tube. What is it? I don't know. It may be the key to ending the war. How could it end the war? Yes, Bail, please do let us know. Bail and Leia whip around to find Walaka and 4 blue-suited palace guards. Walaka has his blaster pointed at Bail and Leia. Walaka, what is the meaning of this? This is a double cross. You're working for the Empire. I thought I smelled a traitor's stench just seconds ago. Charming to the last, little one. You shall address me as Princess. You're about to die, so how about I address you as dead meat? You'll pay for this treachery. Wrong, unless you mean I'll get paid for this treachery. Then, yes, I will. I'll never keep quiet. Which is why you're going to die. Men? All the men raise their pistols, ready to fire when they hear it. A Krat dragon call. The guards look around fearfully. What the hell is that? I hear it too. It's coming from all around us. Kill them and let's get out of here. Suddenly, their pistols are ripped from their grips and go off into the forest. What the hell is going on here? I don't know. Obi-Wan comes out of the bushes and ignites his lightsaber. Your end is what's going on here. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think we've revealed the traitor in our midst. What would you say, Bail? Absolutely. You'll never get away with this. Chewbacca comes out with his bowcaster. Chewbacca, lead these men back to the palace. Chewie growls. I agree. We should blast them into pieces right now, but that's not our way. Thank the gods. Screw this. I'm getting out of here. Guard 2 runs off. Chewbacca shoots the ground at the guard's feet, causing Guard 2 to fly into the air and hit the ground. Anybody else want to try and escape? The guards in Walaka put their hands up. We give up. We give up. Ben rubs his beard. Yes. Interior Bail Organa's office day. Bail enters with Obi-Wan, Leia, and Catman. You took a terrible risk coming here. I had to. Bringing the canister was always a foolish move. That's the thing. I didn't. What? That canister is still on my ship. Why? I needed to know who could be trusted. Really? I always suspected you had a mole. Did you? Spies inside the Senate is more common than you think. Now I'll return to my ship and retrieve the real canister. What about me, Senator? I'll give you a reward for your bravery. Really? Enough so you'll never have to steal again. Gee, thanks. Well, it would be best if he would stay in your care. Yeah, Dad, can we keep him? A person is not a pet, Leia. The door chimes. Enter. C-3PO enters. Oh, Senator Organa. The Emperor requests an audience with you. Tell him we'll meet him within the hour. I'm afraid you don't understand, Senator. He has just arrived. He is here now. You can't be serious. Go look for yourself if you don't believe me. Bail turns to Kenobi. Kenobi, hide. Bail goes over to the wall and hits a button. A panel opens up. What's this? A safe room. It's small, but it's our only option. Great. Kenobi gets inside. Bail hits another button, and the door closes. That takes care of that. Now what? Bail, Leia, and Catman go out to the terrace. Exterior Palace Terrace Day. They look up and see the underside of a Star Destroyer floating above them. Won't the Emperor be able to sense the Jedi nearby? We're in a lot of trouble. They see the Empire's Tri-Wing land in front of the palace. I have a bad feeling about this. Fade out. To be continued. The end. So there you go. That's the game. Boop. So there you go. That was my Obi-Wan Kenobi script. Aside from the 2 or 3 minute interruption, it clocks in about 50 minutes. So it'd be a 50-minute episode. And there we go. That's it. That's what I wrote. I wrote that in the span of 2 or 3 days. Not too shabby. I don't see. I've never seen Kenobi before, but I think you're a shoo-in. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Yes. Yeah, so Exhumed Visions. And thank you all for tuning in. I want to give a big shout out to The Mercenary Man, Pretend Story Times, and Exhumed Visions. Exhumed Visions, go ahead and drop a link to your website in there if you want to. And I'll be taking any questions if you would like to ask any. So yeah, there you go. That's the game. That is my Kenobi script. So basically, I thought the thrust of the rest of the series would be the Empire has been able to clone midichlorians, and that actually would lead into the Mandalorian, where Yoda is cloned, and so I would think Grogu would be a clone, and they found a way to copy midichlorians, because that would That would be incredible if the Empire did it. And, I think after episode 9, they should move forward in time. Screw this prequel crap. Screw screw all the prequel series. We need to go forward and ahead in time. And I think since we have Grogu, and I think because Ahsoka is still alive. That's not a spoiler. Ahsoka, the trailer is already out. We know she lives. So yeah, I think cloning Force users with their abilities would be great. And basically, my premise for this episode was to lead into a clone of you-know-who. Because there were rumors ever since the 1977 movie came out that Obi-Wan stood for the letter O and the letter B and the number 1. So that is where I would take off. And maybe this clone is evil. Maybe he got programmed by the Emperor to, mess around and do some shit. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, my name is Randy Brown. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cameo Man 2021, also the Mayor of Magic. And I will see you later, alligator. My name is Randy Brown. I do the card tricks, but you all bring the magic. And that was Randy Brown's Kenobi stream. May the Force be with you all.